All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another live New York session, and it is May the 8th, 2023. So before we get started, let's check the news here. As we can see, we don't have any major news today. So that's pretty good. So we want to go ahead and we're going to trade gold once again. We're going to be utilizing the G.S.A strategy. So first thing we want to do is we're going to actually turn on the cheat code indicator. And as we can see, we don't see price sticking out of the Bollinger Band anywhere. So of course, in this situation, we wouldn't take no trades, so price isn't ready. Let's turn off the indicator. We want to figure out what is the overall trend. So as we can see, price did go bullish for a while because multiple highs were broken. The high was broken here, all the way up to here. And then lows started breaking. So currently, I would say that price was bullish currently. So that's on the 1 hour time frame. Now let's go to the 15-minute time frame. And now we're going to ask ourselves, is price currently bearish or bullish? Well, we can see that price is breaking highs here as well. And we can still say that price is currently bullish as well. So we'll just kind of look at that. So then what we're going to do is we're going to start drawing our trading ranges. So when we look at the most recent move, we're looking at this swing low here. And then it went all the way up to this swing high here. This is the most recent swing high. Then we're going to look at the most recent break of structure, which I see that up here. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to label these trading ranges. Swing low. High. Break of structure. Right. Then we're going to take our fib. We're going to go from the most recent low to the most recent high up here. And then we're going to find the 50% area, which price did hit that earlier. So we'll get it right around here. But since price has hit this area before, it'll probably come down to this structure here and come all the way up. So I'm just going to push this structure all the way up to here. And then we're going to label this as our buy zone. That way you can get an idea of the areas that price can pull back on. And we're in this area and then go further up. Okay. So now we're going to raise the fib. And then I'm going to go ahead and label this trading range area, which is a bullish trading range. All right. So now my goal is, turn on the cheat code indicator. So we see that price is coming down. So price probably will come down to this Bollinger Band, maybe do a counter trend sell, and then maybe push further up. That's my thing. So if it does that, I'm expecting price to come up to this area here. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the 9:15 candle to close. And then once that closes, we're going to execute our trades, what area where we want to start our trades and what our TPs are going to be. And then at the 9:30 bell, we want to start looking strictly at price action and waiting for price to really move this direction and avoid liquidity grab and then try to grab our money for the day. Be like that. We've got about 3 seconds before the 9:15 candle closes. So I see that price is dropping a little bit. It could come a little bit in this area over this structure and maybe reverse up. So I'm planning on doing the buy because we are in the bullish trading range. So I want to put my entry here, and I'm going to be focused on getting all this liquidity up here. For TP1, if it goes from here, it's going to be TP1 up in here. It's going to be 560 plus points. To this, and then TP2 will be up here. Will be things. So we were doing that. That's my goal. It is below the HMA. It looks like it's purring. Now, it could hard sell, do a counter trend sell, maybe below the Bollinger Band, and then start to push up. So we're going to try to wait for that if we want to see a cheapo buy. So that's personally what I'm going to be waiting for. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my alerts, and then we'll just wait for the 9:30 candle, and we're just gonna get to the nitty-gritty and just wait at the right time to the next trade. All right, so we'll go ahead and set my alerts. So we have a little bit over 11 minutes before the 9:30 candle closes. So we'll see what happens once the market opens up. We're just strictly going to watch price action and watch it very closely, and then decide when we want to get in. I'm just going to wait for price to really come down here and let exposure down from where I'm at with the gas. That's going to be my key here. If price doesn't do that at all, then I'm just going to sit on my hands and wait. That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, we have less than 11 minutes now. So let's see what price does. Be right back. All right, so we got less than a minute before the 9:30 candle hits. Now, it's a possibility that I might change my bias and say that price might be going bullish if price breaks this structure. And I just thought about that. But it's a possibility price could be coming up around this structure and buying up as well. So that's why we want to really, really pay attention to price action as closely as possible before making a move. So we got about 20 seconds, 20, 21 seconds until that happens. So close to 5 seconds, and we'll see what price ends up doing. Stop loss and take profit. Stop loss and take profit there. Now we're just going to strictly watch this price action very closely. Price might probably come down to this structure right here. Maybe it might reverse. But if it breaks this structure here, it's probably going to start going bullish and maybe doing a counter trend sell and then further sell down. So that's why we got to watch this very closely. So it's going to let this continue to record, and that's what we're going to watch. this. We'll see what happens. The HMA did close down. So it's a possibility that it could do a counter trend sell before doing a buy. It could be that. Because I'm looking at this HMA close down here. So it could do a counter trend sell all the way down to here and then bulge it down and go up. And he's gonna sit on my hands and really wait. You see, technically this right here, or this right here, the price might be ready to sell, possibly. We just have to go and see. We'll be buying up right away. But I would want to wait to see the next candle would do. Because the next candle could hit this HMA and then close down and further sell. So we'll see the next candle I do. So now it looks like pushing down. Now it looks like it's going to be hitting this Bollinger Band. So this is what I'm looking for. looking for to hit this area and then to do a reverse up. And if it gives us a cheat code to buy, that's going to be a good indication. So that's why I'm sitting on my hands and I'm waiting. So it looks like it's pushing down in this area. It's getting close to that Bollinger Band. That's what I want to see. I want to see if it's going to stick out here and give me a cheap code buy. That's what I want to see. Now it's sticking out of the Bollinger Band. Let's see if we can get a cheap code buy signal. If so, then I need it's ready to go. But it did break the structure, so we might be officially bearish. Watch the price action very closely. We have a little bit over 5 minutes before the 9:45 candle closes. That's going to determine whether that signal comes up or not. So now we might be starting to go bearish there. That's a huge possibility, maybe, but we'll see. We will see. So get out of this area a little bit. Four minutes. Let's look at this area. There's a solid structure in this area here. Was looking out that area to move the strong structure in that area there. That's what it's looking like. So we got a little bit over 2 minutes before the 9:45 candle closes. So we'll see what's going on there. But we might be starting to go bearish because of this broken structure here. So even if I buy it up, expecting price to maybe buy up to this structure here, which that would give us, it goes from here all the way up to this structure, a decent amount of points before we would exit out and then settle the deal. So we'll wait and see, but price is really looking at this area. So we got a little bit over a minute before the 9:45 candle closes. We'll wait for the next candle. See a big wick here. So there might be a sign that price is going to probably be a strong and trim buy. And maybe up to this point and come up down. Because of this reaction here. So we got about 20 seconds for 9:45 candle closes. Let's see what happens with this one. We're just going to sit on our hands and wait. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the HMA is closing down, so the price could be starting to go bearish because of that broken structure. That could be the case, but let's wait and see. I'm sorry. I would have to see price close above this HMA in order for me to do a clear buy. Because other than that, price can go below that HMA and further sell. So I wouldn't be surprised if price starts to actually sell now because of that broken structure. That's why I'm changing my bias. But we'll keep on watching and see what happens. To wait for the next candle, see for sure. When we start to push above the HMA, then I might pull the trigger, but I still need to see something. This candle's still kind of hesitating a little bit too. I'm just ready for the next one. That's what I'm gonna do. Because if the next one closes above the HMA, then it's probably gonna be ready to buy. We have less than 11 minutes, and that's 10 minutes till the next candle closes. Might be pushing up. So I went ahead and initiated my buy trade. So I might be buying that. So we'll see if we made the right decision on this one. Kind of pushed up above the HMA, but we'll see. We'll wait and see, though, folks. Bye. I'll be ready to buy maybe. If they didn't see. And we're going to see what price action does. Let's see. It'll be 189. 89 set. We have less than 7 minutes before the next candle closes. Pushing up even more. So I put it in there now. A little bit over 3 minutes before the next candle closes. Another $34 and I'm closing it. So price went up, made $32. So I'll take that. That's great. So let me go ahead and document this. And then I'll be right back. I'll show you guys the results. So I just documented my results. So this is in my NVFX Nod account. And I profited $32.30 after they took out $3 for trading this gold. So yep. So $32.30. So you did good on this trade. So now let's go back to the main chart. HMA is starting to curve green, so price is probably going to go a lot more bullish. So from there, I think we entered in somewhere here and then up to here, so we got it out. Maybe probably at least 250 points of gold. The price did shoot up bullish. So it might go bullish for a while. I think that structure may sell down, but I think we're still overall bullish at this point. But yeah, we did good on this trade there. So we can go ahead and wrap this live session up. Might be a back testing session, depending on how price turns out, but we'll see. So that's it for this live session, guys. Take care.